So we are going to start our chapter number 1. Chapter 1 is just basic definitions. Okay. So can you see the slides?
Yes,
Yes, Rajni.
doctor.
So this one is chapter 1. Can you see chapter 1?
Yes,
Yes.
doctor.
Okay. Okay. So okay, we will start this chapter 1. So this because we are using Zoom, so maybe there will be a break. So we will take 2 breaks, almost 2 breaks. So every break, maybe you have the 5 minutes. You can take water. What else you want? So we will have around 30 to 40 minutes, just maybe 30 minutes. Then we have the break. Then 40 minutes. Then we can have break. Then we can discuss finally. Yeah? So this is just how we can proceed. Okay. So today we have actually the first lecture, and we are going to start chapter 1. Chapter 1 is just this is just the basic of fluid mechanics. So in this chapter, we have to discuss the physics of fluids. Before that, because this one is the course is fluid mechanics. So you have to know what is the fluid and what is the mechanics. So when we talk about the fluids, so fluids of course is well known. We have the fluids are only the two types of the fluids. Maybe we have the liquid, or we have the gas, liquid or gas. So fluid has the two types. Mechanics means we have to study the behavior of the fluid. Behavior mechanics is actually you have to study the behavior of a fluid. So this behavior may be normal, this behavior just under normal force, or maybe there is under some additional force. So when we have to investigate the behavior of a fluid, that is the gas or the liquid. So this study is called the fluid mechanics. So fluid may be, when we talk about the mechanics, in mechanics, fluid may be at rest in a static condition, or fluid may be moving. So any type of the fluid is static or moving, it's a liquid or gas, is in any type of the vessel, any type of the container, anywhere is the fluid in this universe. And we have to study the behavior of that fluid is called fluid mechanics. So this is how we can say why this course is important as a chemical engineering, because in our daily life we are dealing with a lot of places where the fluid is there. For example, in our houses, when you go to industry, there the everywhere you will deal with the fluids. So fluid mechanics is very important in our daily lives. And also as a chemical engineer, we have to understand the different aspects, different mechanics, behavior of the fluids, so that in practical life you can use this knowledge. Okay, now we can have the starting with some definitions, how we can define a fluid mechanics. So what is the actual definition? So when we talk about the fluids, so fluid is actually deal with the liquid and gases as we discussed before that. So this liquid and gases is the fluid. So remember, solid is not the fluid, only liquid and gases. So then this liquid and gases may be in motion or may be at rest. At rest means maybe you have the water and water in a glass or in a container, that is the fluid at rest. If the fluid is moving, for example, inside the lake, in a river, or anywhere, that is called fluid in motion. So now we can say this fluid mechanics, this actually deals with both stationary. Stationary means fluid at rest, and moving means fluid at moving bodies. So now here the additional is the bodies. When we talk about the fluid mechanics, the liquid and gases, they have the interaction, liquid and gases, they have the interaction with the stationary or moving bodies. So stationary or moving body means we have to study the behavior of the liquid and gases in a body that may be a stationary, means at a rest, or that one is moving. For example, we have the aeroplane. This is the example of the aeroplane. Aeroplane is moving, or maybe this one is at stationary at rest at the airport, or it's moving in the air. So in this case, the fluid is air. In the case of aeroplane, the fluid is air, and then this body is aeroplane, and this aeroplane is, if moving, then we can say this is a moving body. If aeroplane is stationary, this at rest, then we can say this is a stationary body. And we can investigate the behavior of air, how air can interact or change its characteristics when we can deal with the aeroplane. So this is another example of the behavior of the fluid, that is the water. So this water is, now as you can see, this water is in somewhere in the lake, is a waterfall. So you see this waterfall, water is moving down. So water is in moving, and we have to study the behavior of this water, or in what speed it is falling down, and all other characteristics. So this is also called the behavior of the fluid, or the study of the fluid mechanics. Now we can have another definition, deals with the behavior of the fluids at rest, means we can say this is the fluid statics. At rest means, if fluid static means study of the fluids that is at static at rest, or maybe fluid at dynamics. Fluid is moving. And then maybe we have the further investigation, the interaction of fluids with the solid or other fluids at the boundaries. Boundaries, later on we will define what is the boundary, but we can say we have the interaction of the one fluid with another fluids, and then how they can interact together. So boundary means the difference, the intermediate between the two layers or two different fluids is called the fluid boundaries. Or maybe they have the interaction with the solid body. When they move over the solid body, then we can have to have the boundary of the solid with the fluids. So this is the all is the definition of fluid mechanics. For example, you see here, this is this is river, water is the static. Maybe you can see here water has some type of the bubbles, or maybe you say another bubbles. So this, any type of the fluid that is liquid or gas or air, that is in static or moving, and they have interaction by itself or interaction with the other bodies, that is the study of fluid mechanics. Now we have the classification of the fluid mechanics. How we can classify and how many types of the fluid mechanics. So in general, we have the two classification when we have to investigate the behavior of the fluid. We have the two types. Number one is fluid static. We can say fluid static, study of the fluid static, and other is the fluid dynamics. Static fluid is rest, and dynamics fluid is in motion. So there are general two classification. So in this course we will investigate both. When the fluid is static, what will happen or how its behavior is going to change, or when the fluid is moving, what will happen when it is moving, maybe inside the pipelines, maybe inside the river or in the lakes, or maybe static inside the lake, static inside the containers or any other vessel. So how their behavior can be changed, or how they can behave under different conditions, maybe when we can apply pressure or like that. So this is all how we can say the behavior of the fluids. So now this one is another more classification of the fluids. This is just the basic definitions. When we are have the hydrodynamics, hydro is the dealing of the water. The hydro means water. Dynamic is the to study the behavior of the water. So the in fluid mechanics is sub branch is the one of these the subclass is hydrodynamics. So it's how we can define this one. This one is the study of the motion of the fluids that can be incompressible. So remember here, incompressible means the fluid density remains constant. So density is not going to change. When the fluid density is constant or its shape is not going to change, if shape is not going to change, or we can say that is the fluid incompressible, such as liquids, for example, water, and gases at low speed. So normally gases are compressible, not incompressible. Gases are compressible. Only the liquids are incompressible, but here we can assume gases may be incompressible when they are at very low speed if they are moving. So how we can define this? Hydrodynamics is the study or the motion of the fluids that is incompressible. When the fluid is moving and that is incompressible, so this branch of the fluid is called hydrodynamics. Then we have the hydraulic. Hydraulics is actually the subclass of the hydrodynamics. This is the same hydro and hydro, but in this case the hydraulic is like a pressure. Hydrodynamics is just the fluid is in motion. Hydraulic is when the fluid is under pressure. So it means we can say this is a subcategory of hydrodynamics, but it deals when the liquid is moving in the pipelines and in open channels. So when liquid is moving in pipelines, of course, this is under a closed vessel, and that has also the effect of pressure. And also in open channels, it means when the fluid is moving through the lakes and rivers. So this class of the hydrodynamics is the hydraulic. Then we have another class that is gas dynamics. Gas means behavior of the air, for example, when it is moving under density change. Density change means this fluid is compressible. So here we are talking about the fluid is, so here we are talking about the fluid is incompressible. But the change of density means this fluid is compressible. Compressible means the density is going to change when they are moving. When they undergo any force under pressure, their density is going to change. That is the gas. So this example here is this fluid is going, a fluid is moving through the nozzles at high speed. When fluid move at the nozzle in a high speed, then its density is going to change. So this class of the study is called the gas dynamics. Then another class is aerodynamics. Aero is actually this related to, so this is also related to the gas. Aero is related to the gas, the flow of the gas. This flow of the gas is especially air over bodies such as aircraft, rockets, automobile. So this all is the study of the air. So this difference in two cases is in gas dynamics, the fluid gas is moving through the closed vessel, for example, nozzles. In aerodynamics, fluid has interaction with the other bodies, for example, aircraft and others. So this is the difference how we can say the aerodynamics and gas dynamics. Then we have the some other some other classes, that is, for example, meteorology, oceanography, then we have the hydrography. So this hydrography means, hydrology means when we have to study the water, and meteorology when we have this dealing with the water, And this oceanography means when dealing with water in the oceans. So this is hydrology means what dealing with the water underground or water in the oceans. But this is not our concern. Our concern is only when fluid has interaction with the other bodies, or fluid is moving in the pipelines and channels. That fluid may be liquid or gas. So then we will focus only in first 3 or 4 classes. So then how we can class the previous discussion, we can simplify in a simple way. So we have the fluid. Fluid has the two types, incompressible and compressible. Incompressible means density is not going to change, constant density, and compressible present the change in density. Then the incompressible has the subclass hydrodynamics, and this hydrodynamics has two classes, hydrostatic and hydrodynamics. Hydrostatic means when the fluid is at rest, to investigate when the fluid is at rest, to study the behavior, not moving in the vessels and channels, and hydrodynamics when the fluid is moving. Similarly, if are compressible, we have the subclasses aerodynamics. In aerodynamics also, when it one is at rest and then fluid is in moving. So rest and moving. Maybe this is the rest and this one is moving. So this is the overall classification of the fluids or study of the fluids when it has the different interaction. Maybe this fluid is compressible or incompressible. It's hydrodynamics and aerodynamics. So now we have the different application of this fluid. So in different applications, we can see the how this fluid mechanics is very important. So number one is when we are dealing with the, you see here, this one is the piping system. So this piping system, maybe this one is in our houses, or maybe this piping system is in the industry. But you see there are the several pipes. There are the several pipes and fluid is moving through the pipes. So this, when the fluid is moving through the pipes, to study the behavior of this moving fluid is called fluid mechanics. So another example is, we have another example. When the fluid is in the rivers and fluid is in the lakes, or when there is a natural fall of the fluids, to study of this behavior. So this is the application of our fluid mechanics. So there are many other applications. So for example, this is the example of the human body. So in a human body, we know there is a heart, and heart is working. So behavior or breathing mechanism and how the blood is moving through the different part of the bodies, that is the behavior of this study is also called fluid mechanics. Another example is automobile, where the fuel pump, injectors, carburetors. So there are many functions so that are useful, that are installed with the engine so that car is moving. So in this case, we have the two example. One is the study of the engine, car engine itself, how it works is also fluid mechanics, how the liquid or the petrol is moving in different parts of the engine. This is the fluid mechanics. Other example is the car itself. You have the car, and car itself is moving, and this car had interaction with the air. So this is also the example of the how they interact the gas with the solid body, that is car, and how it can resist to move the car. This is also fluid mechanics. So we have if we can study the engine of the car, this is fluid mechanics. Also, when the car is moving and they have the interaction with the air, this is also called the fluid mechanics. Then we have many other examples. You can see here boats, when the boats are moving in the river, boats are moving in the lakes, or we have the any other ship inside the sea, we can see how they can behave with the water and how they can move, how they can float, they nursing, and what is happening, what is the theory or mechanism behind that. We will study this one. This is the example also of the our application of fluid mechanics. This is the example of the human body, how we can test the behavior of the human body or breathing. This is another example. The water is falling down. As you can see, this one is the some type of the gas or the vapors. They are moving up, or maybe we have the power plants. So in power plants, there is the you see here there is a combustion and there is the some gases during the combustion of the fuel. So this combustion of the fuel is also deals with the fluid mechanics, and then there are the vapors or the gases coming out and how these gases can move. So all this is related to fluid mechanics. Maybe we have the several other examples. For example, we have once again natural flow and weather. When there is when there are the floods, when there is the overflow of the lakes and others, this is all is dealing with the fluid mechanics. Aircrafts, spacecrafts, they have the also example of the fluid mechanics. Moving of the cars, their resistance to move. Maybe we in the industrial application as a chemical engineers, we have to study how we can transport fluid at one part of the the industry or one part of the vessel, or from one vessel to another vessel, or from one equipment to another, how we can transport the fluid, and how there will be pressure drop or how much force will be required, or how we can design a piping system so that we can have the efficient flow of the fluids, how many valves, how much will be the pressure drop. This all is the application of fluid mechanics. Also, we can say the wind turbine is also, if we know how much there is the flow of the wind, how much the speed of the wind, then we can install the windmills to get the electricity. So this all is dealing of the fluid mechanics. So this one is the just these are some of the definitions, basic definition of the fluid mechanics and some of the applications. So you have any question here? Or you want to ask any question?
No, doctor.
No, no.
So this is just the very simple thing. So actually this fluid mechanics is very easy course. You will easily understand. Maybe just later on will be difficult, but it's not so difficult. It's quite easy. So okay, now we have the just 5 minute break. Then we will start after 5 minutes. You can use the same link and join back.
Halo.
Hello,
Ryan.